Flash. It's Saturday the 3rd of July and I'm just about to unwrap my bike and drop my transition bag off for T1 and then into Bolton Town Centre to drop the transition bag off for the run. Nerves are starting to kick in a little bit now. A couple of little butterflies, especially coming down the main drag to Pennington Flash here, which I've ridden a couple of times. It's a great road surface, feels nicer in the car, but it is raining and it is miserable today. Hopefully it won't be tomorrow. Yeah, let's go back to the bike. Heading to the bike drop off. Some of coffee in my Bolton Ironman mug and do some stretching, have some breakfast, get the daily routine out of the way and then get to Pennington Flash. Looking forward to it at the moment, not feeling too nervous, but I'm sure that will all change once I get in the car and start travelling to Pennington. Here we go, let's do this. Well, hello. It's 18 hours after I finished Ironman UK, Bolton yesterday, and needless to say, I'm pretty tired. But I have a medal, and I have a finisher's t-shirt, and I did it, and I'm so relieved. So it was just a quick video really, just to say, obviously I was doing it for charity, for the Brain Tumour Trust, for the Christie, and it was just an opportunity just to say thank you so much for all the support, all the donations. As it stands, the brain tumour charity, I was looking to raise about 1,700 and raised 1,800, and the Christie is same kind of target, and that's at about £2,000. I'm going to leave them out and running for a couple more days. Just blown away with the generosity and the support, so thank you so much. And it really did kind of motivate me throughout the day. It was a tough day, so a little kind of debrief on it. It was a tough day. The swim, funnily enough, I really enjoyed. The water was warm, I didn't get kicked or punched or swam over. Felt comfortable from the start, which was nice. I had worried about panicking about my breathing. I didn't panic about my breathing, and it just went well. In fact, at one point, the sun was there, and there was a big Ironman boy, and I just kind of took a second just to look up, and all these other swimmers around me, and I just thought, what an amazing experience. So the swim went well. I'm gonna have to check the back of my medal. I got it engraved. So I did the swim in at 1 hour and 17, which was a little bit ahead of the target I'd set myself. Which was really good. Transition went really well. Got on the bike and straight away just kind of in the comfort zone then. I was comfortable on the bike. The conditions initially were really good. It was dry, very low wind. It was relatively flat for the first part. Probably about 30 miles in, started to feel it in my back a little bit, and I was like, oh God, quite a distance to go. Made it another kind of maybe 20 miles around the loop, and then it started to absolutely tip it down, which really did just kind of turn it into a completely different ball game. It went from being a relatively predictable ride to the unpredictability of the rain. Trying to ride, I've never ridden a road bike in conditions like that, and there was parts of the course where you're going around corners and there's grids, and you've got to be so careful, and unfortunately there's so many kind of accidents, and it was probably unfamiliarity with the route as much as anything. So I'm just really grateful that I had the opportunity to kind of recce the route a few times before doing it. But the bike went really well. Managed to get around the bike course in 6:25, which is good, and I really enjoyed it. The support on the course was just incredible. A massive shout out to the guys in the village at Edgeworth and Chapeltown. It was just probably it was the best on the route, but places like Harwood on the big climb near the golf course, they were awesome. Obviously the guys at the top of the hill, Sheep House Lane near Belmont was absolutely buzzing, and I really just appreciate everyone that made the effort to kind of be on the course and be round there. It was just like the support was epic. It was really good. Just got off the bike again, the transition went well, got the trainers on, swapped my socks because they were all wet. The first mile or so, the run was tough. Like my feet were cramping up because they'd obviously been in the same position for 6.5 hours. The legs were sore. I actually had to stop at one point and was getting kind of real hamstring issues. Stretched out. I remembered I got some sort of cramp, so got some salt tablets. Took the salt tablets on, took a gel on, composed myself, and just ran. I set myself for I'm going to run to the aid station. I'm not going to walk, but I'll run to the aid stations. A bit of advice was given, was walk through the aid stations, take on all the water, take on whatever you need to take on, then run. So I went from aid station to aid station. There's one aid station in Queen's Park where I said, I'm going to go to the loo, I'm going to take on my salt, I'm going to really take my time through that one and just use it as a proper break and just reset, recalibrate, and then go off for another lap. So the 4 laps went quite well. Halfway through, it's kind of, wow, still got to do that again. The last lap was just a buzz though, because you pick these armbands up and it's like, I'm on the last one, and that was epic. And then coming into the town centre at the end of it with family and friends there, and even the people that were just, you didn't know, that were just supporting, it was just incredible. So if you are ever thinking about doing an Ironman or an event, like, the crowds and the support of Bolton are just absolutely epic. Would I do it again? Yeah, I would. It was incredible. I enjoyed every second of it, and I really tried just to keep a smile on my face throughout and thank everyone, all the volunteers, anyone that said well done. And for me, that was just, it kind of lifted me as well. And knowing that I was doing it for the charities and the charities were going to benefit, it was just little bits of motivation that kind of pieced together to make the day just really enjoyable. And today I feel okay. I don't feel too bad. A few aches, my back's hurting a little bit, my right Achilles is hurting. I was quite worried about that in the week leading up to it because it was a bit sore, and it's really sore today. But so overall, it took me 12 hours and 6 minutes and 44 seconds to complete, which I'm really, really pleased about, given the conditions, given the fact it was my first ever triathlon, given the fact it was my first ever Ironman. And my positioning I was really happy with, so I came 145th out of the whole field, which put me in the top 12.5% of people who finished across everyone, which is incredible. And on my age group, so the 35 to 39 age group, came 31st out of, I think it was like 177 in my kind of age group category. So yeah, super stoked with that. Yeah, so maybe do it again, see if I can get a sub 12A next time. So thank you so much for any support, or all the support you've given. Like I say, I'll leave the Just Giving pages open for a couple more days if anyone is feeling extra generous or maybe hasn't got a chance to donate yet, and then I'll kind of cut them off at the end of this week. Next challenge, Manchester Marathon in October. Going to try and run a sub 3:15, maybe even push for a 3, who knows. That's probably just a bit of overconfidence after yesterday, but no, that's what I'm going to try and do. And yeah, just try and pick out the next big challenge. But thank you so much, really appreciated. Thank you.